Let's get right into it. Number 5. Coffee panic. At some point in your life, someone dramatically whispered, "Coffee is bad for your heart," while holding a giant caramel frappuccino with whipped cream the size of a toddler. For years, coffee had a reputation like it was secretly plotting against your arteries. Headlines screamed about blood pressure. Grandmothers blamed it for anxiety. Somewhere along the way, coffee became the caffeinated villain in a soap opera about your health. And yet, study after study started doing that awkward scientific backtrack. Turns out, moderate coffee drinkers often live longer than people who avoid it completely. Yes, the same bitter bean juice you rely on to become a functional human at 8 a.m. What's happening here? Coffee is loaded with antioxidants, and antioxidants are basically your body's tiny cleanup crew. They roam around neutralizing unstable molecules, free radicals, that would otherwise cause cellular damage. Think of it like sending janitors into a rave where chaos is breaking furniture. It also seems to help reduce the risk of certain diseases like type 2 diabetes and even some neurodegenerative conditions. Your morning cup isn't just screaming at your brain to wake up, it might actually be protecting it long term. Now obviously, if you're drinking 7 cups a day and vibrating through walls, that's not health. That's a personality disorder powered by espresso. But moderate consumption, it's not the enemy. It's more like that misunderstood anti-hero who looked dangerous but was secretly saving the city the whole time. Basically, the thing you thought was shortening your life might just be the reason you're still awake long enough to enjoy it. Number 4. Dark chocolate scandal. Imagine being told that chocolate, literal joy in edible form, is bad for you. For years, chocolate got lumped into the sugar demon category. Parents hid it. Diet culture criminalized it. Somewhere, a kale leaf smirked. But here's the twist. Dark chocolate, the kind that tastes slightly like regret and sophistication, is actually pretty impressive. Dark chocolate contains flavonoids, which are plant compounds that help improve blood flow and reduce inflammation. Translation? It can be good for your heart, like genuinely good. The key is cacao content. The darker, the better. Milk chocolate? That's basically candy in a tuxedo. But 70% cocoa and above? That's where the magic lives. Those flavonoids help relax blood vessels, lower blood pressure, and improve circulation. It's like your arteries just got a spa day. There's even evidence suggesting regular moderate consumption may reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. So the thing you used to eat in secret might actually be quietly increasing your lifespan. Of course, this doesn't mean you should faceplant into a chocolate fountain and call it self-care. But a square or two of high-quality dark chocolate? That's not indulgence, that's strategic longevity. Basically, the universe said, fine, you can have something nice. Number 3. Egg drama. Eggs have had one of the most chaotic reputations in nutrition history. First, they were breakfast royalty. Then suddenly, bam, cholesterol panic. Eggs were accused of clogging arteries like they were personally sneaking into your bloodstream with a wrench. For decades, people avoided yolks like they were radioactive. But here's the awkward truth. Dietary cholesterol doesn't affect your blood cholesterol the way we once thought it did. Your body regulates cholesterol production pretty tightly. When you eat more, it often produces less. Eggs are packed with high-quality protein, healthy fats, vitamins like B12, and nutrients like choline, which your brain absolutely loves. Choline helps support memory and cognitive function, so that omelet, it's not just fuel, it's brain maintenance. Research now shows that moderate egg consumption is not associated with increased heart disease risk for most people. In fact, eggs can support muscle health, eye health, and overall nutrition quality. It turns out the villain wasn't the egg, it was the context. Eggs fried in a puddle of processed oils next to 5 strips of bacon and a stack of syrup-drenched pancakes? That's a different story. But the egg itself? Innocent. Basically, we spent decades blaming a perfectly round protein bomb for crimes it didn't commit. Number 2. Full-fat comeback. There was a time when low-fat labels were slapped onto everything like a moral badge. Yogurt, fat-free, milk, skim, cheese, apologetic. Fat was the enemy, fat was the villain, fat was apparently hiding in your fridge plotting against your waistline. And then something interesting happened. When companies removed fat, they replaced it with sugar, because when you remove fat, you remove flavor, and humans do not tolerate flavorlessness. Suddenly, we had low-fat products packed with added sugars and refined carbs, and ironically, rates of obesity and metabolic issues didn't exactly plummet. Research now suggests that full-fat dairy, in moderation, isn't the disaster it was once painted to be. Some studies even associate certain full-fat dairy products with lower risks of obesity and metabolic disease. Fat also helps you feel full. It slows digestion and stabilizes blood sugar, which means you're less likely to raid your kitchen 45 minutes later like a raccoon in yoga pants. Plus, fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K actually need fat to be properly absorbed, so that healthy fat-free salad dressing might have been nutritionally confused. Turns out, not all fats are villains. Some are just misunderstood coworkers who needed better PR. Your body doesn't hate fat, it just hates imbalance. And honestly, so do you. Number 1. Carbs weren't the villain. Somewhere in the early 2000s, bread became public enemy number 1. People stared at pasta like it had personally betrayed them. Sandwiches were gutted. Potatoes were treated like they were smuggling chaos into your bloodstream. Entire personalities were built around not eating carbs. And yes, ultra-processed carbs that hit your system like a sugar grenade, not amazing, but real, whole food carbohydrates, that's a completely different story. Whole grains, legumes, fruits, and even potatoes contain fiber, and fiber is basically the unsung hero of longevity. It feeds your gut bacteria, the tiny microscopic civilization living rent-free in your intestines. When they're happy, your immune system is happier, your inflammation levels drop, your digestion improves, even your mood stabilizes. In places known for high life expectancy, like parts of Okinawa and Sardinia, people traditionally eat diets rich in complex carbohydrates, sweet potatoes, beans, whole grains, not protein bars shaped like regret, not carb-free tortillas made of existential dread, actual plants. Carbohydrates are your body's preferred energy source. Your brain especially runs heavily on glucose. When you cut carbs aggressively, your body doesn't applaud you. It improvises, and sometimes it improvises badly. The problem was never carbs, the problem was refined flour, added sugar, and hyper-processed convenience foods that digest faster than your willpower. Whole carbs don't spike and crash you the same way. They digest slowly, keep you full, and support metabolic health. They're less like a fireworks show and more like a steady burning candle. So no, your baked potato isn't plotting against you, it's just sitting there, quietly offering potassium and fiber like a humble overachiever. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.